monoclonal antibodies are artificially created antibodies which are created in the laboratory, and they bind to the receptor binding protein which is there on the spike protein of the virus. And by binding to these proteins, the virus usually enters the cells by these spike proteins. So once the virus is bound to these spike proteins, this antibody is bound to the spike proteins, the virus cannot enter the cells, and there cannot be a severe disease to the host that is got infected with the virus. So the main purpose is to prevent the entry of the virus into the host cell or the human cell to cause infection. The initial study was the major study that was there was basically when they compared the placebo with these monoclonal antibody, and they also worked about on the dose of the antibody that is to be used. So they used a low dose antibody as well as a high dose antibody. So they found a significant reduction in the viral load in the patient in patients who received it. So they saw the viral load of the patient on day 1, and then at the gap of day 7. So they found that in this group of patients who received the antibody, even the low dose or the high dose, the proportion was of the reduction of the viral load was almost the same. If I remember it well, the log reduction in the proportion was almost 0.55 log to the log 10. That was a very good proportion of reduction in the virus load in the patients who received this monoclonal antibody. And very few of these patients got hospitalized or got severe disease. This drug is currently in India is used for high-risk patients, like patients who are above the age of 65 or who have comorbidities like kidney disease, diabetes, hypertension. Even in patients who are above the age of 55 with multiple comorbidities like heart disease, lung disease, diabetes and hypertension and kidney diseases, those are the patients whom we use this drugs currently. Okay, and we can also use it in patients like who are transplant recipients, who are on immunosuppressive therapy because of transplant or for any other malignancy or other conditions. Those are the ideal candidates whom we use this drug. So it is a very safe drug. There are hardly any adverse effects that we look forward with this drug, but it has to be administered under a monitored setting. So abroad, they do administer it on an outpatient basis. Currently in India, we administer it admitting and observe the patient for at least 24 hours before we discharge the patient. So that is the precaution that we take. Anybody who's receiving monoclonal antibody should not receive COVID vaccination for at least 90 days after receiving the monoclonal antibody, because the antibody which may persist in the bloodstream will destroy the vaccine virus that will be administered. But anybody who has been vaccinated can receive this monoclonal antibody. There's no fixed or minimum duration that needs to be passed. They can receive it even after 3 days or 4 days of getting the vaccine if the patient is infected with COVID virus. But it has to be administered as early as the diagnosis of the COVID is made. Currently, they say this monoclonal antibody will be effective against all the mutants that are currently existing and probably the newer ones that may come. So that is what the studies are saying, that the one which is available in India. So there are 2 types of monoclonal antibodies that are available in abroad. So I am not aware of the other name, but this is the current which we have in India is imdevimab, and the other component is casirivimab. So these two types of monoclonal antibodies are present in one drug itself, which is we call as Regeneron 2, COV2. So this is effective against the mutant viruses also. The other one which is available in UK, it is not effective against some mutant viruses, but I'm not very sure which ones.